the Pellissippi Panthers. For Vincennes, Dre Vassar, 6'1", a redshirt freshman from Louisville Trinity, comes in tonight averaging 11.8 per game. Jalen Calloway, 6'3", sophomore, Chicago Lincoln Park, 9.5 points, 3 rebounds a game. Dayton Williams, 6'4", sophomore, Louisville Butler, headed for All-American honors without a doubt if he keeps up his pace this season, averaging 18.6 points, 8.6 rebounds a game. Dayton Williams. Alex Monteez, 6'5", freshman from Puerto Rico, averaging 9.6 points a game and 3 rebounds. And the fifth and final starter, Lorenzo Malanini, 6'8", 250 pounds, a freshman from Lanado del Garda, Italy, averaging 11 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. Vassar, Callaway, Williams, Montez, and Malanini are the starters for the Trailblazers. The officials tonight are Kenny Ludlow from Princeton, Kentucky, Logan Gilbert from Louisville, and Quentin Horton from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Starting lineups underwritten by First Vincennes Savings Bank, 615 Kimmel Road, 2612 North 6th Street, and the ATM service, 3rd and Vigo in downtown Vincennes. First Vincennes Savings Bank member, FDIC. I'll be back in 1 minute on WVUB.
Support for WVUB is provided by Byron Bob's Pizza House, 812 Main in Vincennes. Open 7 days a week and featuring dine-in, carry-out, and delivery services. Online ordering is available at bobspizza.net.
Support for Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is provided by Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home, 524 Broadway. Serving Knox and Davies counties is a funeral service and cremation provider. Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home offers services that will help tell the story of a life, with service options that honor each family's traditions and wishes.
Underwriting support for this broadcast is provided by Holmes Plumbing Supply, 1690 Hart Street in Vincennes. They do complete bathroom remodeling projects and feature Linux systems and Bradford white water heaters. They also do sewer line installation. Their phone number is 812-882-1865.
Once again, welcome back. Dan Revelette's going to help me tonight, be my scorekeeper for the ball game tonight. Dan, you got shut out. You were supposed to have a game tonight.
Yeah, I know, man.
Against Roan State, but they bailed out on the Lady Blazers. But they were able to find a game, so they're down at Volunteer State tonight playing a basketball game. But they'll be back in action here at home next week on Tuesday, when they play against Lewis and Clark from Godfrey, Illinois. And then Wednesday, it'll be a doubleheader with the men. You'll have the 5 o'clock game against Three Rivers, and then we'll have the 7 o'clock game against Henry Ford out of Dearborn, Michigan. Again, the Blazers, this is the first meeting between VU and Pellissippi State, a first-year JUCO program from Knoxville, Tennessee. They're 2-5 coming into the game tonight, and it's got to be a big event for their players who 2 years ago were in high school. Last year, 5 returnees from last year's team that won 15 games, and now they're in action against the number 1 team in the country on the road this season. We'll see how they react to that, whether they come out or they have a bit of stage fright. And our question mark is, are we going to be focused knowing we're going into a holiday break? So we're going to find out here very shortly. We'll have the introductions of the players, but first, of course, we'll have the national anthem, which will be played by the Vincennes University Pep Band. Let's go to Marty Quackenbush, our PA announcer.
Pellissippi State Community College and your Vincennes University Trailblazers. As we honor our great nation and men and women serving our country at home and abroad, we ask that you please stand if you are able, and gentlemen, remove your hats. And now, to perform the United States National Anthem under the direction of Director Susie Jackson, please welcome the Vincennes University Pep Band.
And once again, Susie Jackson and the Trailblazer Pep Band. Tip-off coming up in a couple of minutes. Back in 2 minutes on WVUB.
Funding for this broadcast is provided by Wolf Construction Company, 2724 Washington Avenue. They offer new residential and commercial construction plus renovation services. Wolf's current projects include work at the Red Skelton Museum and Godare Hall on the VU campus, Good Samaritan Hospital, and Lincoln High School. The phone number for Wolf Construction Company is 812-882-2260.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Culver's Restaurant, 7 Executive Boulevard in Vincennes. Culver's menu features home-style meals, hand-battered codfish sandwiches, soups, and salads. Culver's is open 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. daily.
Support for this broadcast is provided by First Vincent Savings Bank with inside banking locations at 615 Kimmel Road and 2612 North 6th Street, plus ATM services at 3rd and Vigo, Kimmel Road, and ITM service in Monroe City. More information is available at frsb.net and by phone at 812-885-9018. Member FDIC.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker MD. They represent residential and commercial listings and sales in Southern Indiana and Southern Illinois. The FC Tucker MD office is at 2801 North 6th Street, Suite B. The phone numbers are 812-881-7509 for Robin Montgomery and 812-887-8669 for John Yoakum.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Walker Hughes Insurance, 509 Main Street, formerly United Insurance Services, serving Southern Indiana and Illinois businesses and families since 1903 by representing Auto Owners Insurance Company, among many other carriers. They can be reached at 882-3560 or online at walkerhughes.com.
Once again, welcome back to the VUP complex to Pellissippi State. The Panthers in blue uniforms trimmed in gold and white. They'll attack the basket at my left in the first half of the ball game. The Blazers wearing white at home tonight, last game before the holiday break. We'll be back in action again a week from Wednesday, hosting Henry Ford, and then the following Saturday we'll take on Elgin, Illinois, and then launch into the region schedule the following week. Got a trip coming up in December down to John Logan. Then after the first of the year, we will go on the road for the first 2 games and play at Columbia State, taking on Roane State and Columbia State on January 2nd and January 3rd. So the introductions have been taken care of and we're ready for basketball action. Malinini is going to step in to jump center, and he'll take it up against Dante White. Sparse crowd on hand for this Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. A lot of high school games taking place around the area tonight as the Indiana high school season launches this week. But sure like to see a few more Blazer fans. The official, Logan Gilbert's going to step in, put the ball in play, and we'll be ready to go. And the game is on. Controlled by Pellissippi State. This is Davian Young with it. Pushes it in the backcourt. JoJo Lyles. Lyles, one time down, comes back to Young. Young stands with it high over his head. Hits the runner down the lane. This is Matthew Sharp. Shot no good, partially blocked by Callaway. Taken down by Williams. Here go the Blazers. Vassar across the 10-second line, outside the arc, in the middle. In the big circle at the point. Double post. He'll drive by the post on the left by Malinini. Now crosses over, weak side to Montez. He'll drive inside, changes hands. Shot no good off the glass. Rebound recovered by Mulabella. Quickly down. It comes deep in the corner. This is Jadavian Young for 3. In and out, no good. Again, another rebound by Dayton Williams. Let's hope we say that a lot tonight. Here's Vassar to Williams. He'll drive up inside. The dish to Malinini. Hooks it in. Changes from the left to the right hand. Loops it over the front of the basket. First score goes to Vincennes. Bringing it back for Pellissippi. At the point, Jadavian Young. Now then on the near side, this is Mulabella. They work the perimeter. Back to Young. He'll drive up inside. Here's the release inside. Shot is up and good by JoJo Lyles. He got free under the basket. There was a missed defensive assignment down there, and they get an easy basket. Game locked at 2. Here's Vassar back across the 10-second line. In the big circle with a left-handed dribble through the legs. Drives right, down the lane to the right side. Now Montees. He'll rotate across the lane. It's the pass to Callaway. Drives inside the arc. Jump shot. Rims off. No. Rebound by Jadavian Young. Down quickly. This is Lyles. Young works the ball now to Matthew Sharp. Again, they work the perimeter. First touch by Deontay White. Young with it. Shot clock down to 14 seconds. This is Sharp. 4-3. Shot no good, high off the iron. Rebound comes down to Dre. Vassar quickly across. He'll take it down the right side, changes direction in the lane. Pushes into Malinini. Here's Lorenzo. Goes to work inside. Spins back to his left. Banks it off the pane. 4-2 VU. Back down court. This is Lyles. Pushes it left to Sharp. Sharp cut off at the baseline. Backs it out. Now here's one step to the left by Mulabella. Can't go anywhere. He'll bring it back out. Lyles. Lyles will fall away shot inside the arc. No good. Rebound. Well, recovered off the floor by Vassar. Now that to Dayton Williams for three. The left-handed tray is good. Dayton Williams flies his 9th tray of the year, and the Blazers are up early, 7-2. Coming back down court with it is Lyles. He'll wing the ball to the right side. This is Mulabella. Comes deep left, Dante White. White hooks it home again. Here's an easy basket by Jadavian Young. He got away from Vassar down the lane. And Callaway tried to cover, and he pays the price. Gets called for a foul. This will put them at the free throw line. Jadavian Young will be at the line, shooting 2. Three minutes gone in the game. Jadavian Young is averaging about 7.5 points a game. He had 15 against Calhoun. Free throw by Young is in and out, no good. He, again, a transfer from St. Augustine University. He had 15 against Calhoun, and then earlier he had 15 at Dyersburg State. He's been in double figures 3 times this season. One more free throw here for Young. Taking plenty of time. From the right hand in the air, and it's good. Makes it 7-3. Williams inbound the ball. Now a little pressure. Vassar has it. Gets double teamed by the zone press. He'll bring it to and across the 10-second line. The defender is Lyles. He'll get the screen from Malinini. Crosses over at the point. Back to the left. Deep to Callaway. Callaway sweeps to the lane. Gets past the elbow into the lane. Now right side to Vassar. Back to Jalen. Callaway feeds the ball into Malinini. He'll go to work at the post. Now it goes with the left hand. Hook off the glass, no good. Ball batted around and recovered. Finally, no, by nobody out of bounds. Last touch by Callaway. Pellissippi basketball. Here's Lyles. Cross slowly to Davian Young. Between the circles. Wings the ball right side to White. White one time down and pushes it left to Sharp. Now Sharp and travels with the ball. He had pressure from Callaway. He was looking for a cutter there, and when he couldn't find anybody, he got excited and moved his feet. Vassar across for VU. Left side to Callaway against the zone. Backs it out. In between the circles at the point. Now goes back left to Callaway. Launches a tray. Thought it was going to go. Rebound off the missed shot by Mulabella. To the half court comes to Sharp. Sharp deep left to White. Through Lyles. Right side Mulabella. Trying to work his way inside. They pull everybody out outside the perimeter away from the basket. They're going to attack through the lane if they can. There's Jadavian Young with the dribble. Starts the ball left. Lyles shot fake. Drives inside the arc. They have 7 seconds to shoot. Now then Young, and did he lose it? He did. He bumped into Williams. Lost control of the ball, and it's out of bounds. And we'll get the first media timeout of the game. Timeout on the floor. Trailblazers scoreboard underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road, 7-3 VU. Back in 1 minute.
Support for WVUB is provided by Good Samaritan. Cooler weather shouldn't mean harder breathing. Good Samaritan's respiratory and pulmonary specialists help you breathe easier, feel stronger, and enjoy the season. More information at gshvin.org/breathe.
Broadcast support is provided by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 2407 North 6th Street in Vincennes, where every day is game day. Buffalo Wild Wings features 21 sauces and seasonings from mild to wild for their wings, along with cheeseburgers and hand-breaded chicken tenders. Buffalo Wild Wings is open daily.
This Trailblazer broadcast is supported by Ular Cadillac GMC, Himmel Road in Vincennes. They sell new and used Cadillac and GMC vehicles, plus other makes and models, and also have an automotive service department. More information is available at ubilarvincennes.com. Ubilar, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Jelani Johnson checks into the game, a 6'2 sophomore, Chicago Proviso East. 6 games averaging 3.3 points a game. He replaces Jalen Calloway. In front of the VU bench, here's Williams to drop the ball inbounds. He'll fly it across to Jelani. Now back to Vassar. Vassar comes across the 10-second line. In between the circles, the defender is Young. They go in the middle, high post to Malinini, and it's deflected and turned over. Comes back to Sharp. Sharp, here's the pass inside to White. White misses off the right side. Williams there for the rebound. He'll bring it back on his own across the timeline, outside the arc. He'll fake, now drives left to the baseline, puts it off, no. Tipped up by Lorenzo, no, gets his own rebound. Now backs the ball out to Vassar, deep left. Montez for 3, got it. Alex Montez makes it 10-3 VU. Now deep down the left side. This is Matthew Sharp, and Montez went for the steal. He got contact there and gets called for the foul.
Personal foul by number 15, Alex Montez.
It'll be out of bounds to the Panthers. Pellissippi State was founded in 1974. They didn't have a basketball program until last year. Here's a sweep to the left by Young. Pushes it back, right side, Sharp, now back out front. Young handles, comes to White. White, 3-ball in the air from Lyles, and he meshes it. Got it over Williams. And Josh White picks up his 5th tray of the year. 10-6, VU's lead is 4. Vassar across the timeline. Deep left. Here's a 3-ball, good. Deep left corner by Jelani. And Jelani Johnson picks up his first tray of the game. That is his 7th of the year. He's 7 out of 12 from 3-point land. Now there's a runner down the lane by Sharp. Pitch a shot up, no rebound by Williams. Williams works his way through traffic with the left hand. Changes to the right, drives right of the lane. Picks up the dribble. Now then to Vassar, deep left. Here's Johnson again. Guess what? Jelani Johnson airs out the tray, and Darian Jones wants a timeout. Blazers lead by 10 on the Trailblazers scoreboard. Underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 16-6, back in 30 seconds.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Herman Family Dentistry, a full-service family dental office located at 608 South Bell Run Road in Vincennes. Doctors Eric Herman, Lynn Stein, Karen Shank, John Anderson, and their team provide dental services including veneers, dentures, implants, and more. Appointment information for Herman Family Dentistry is available at 812-882-1572.
Now Blazers on a roll, and Jelani does exactly what Coach Franklin wants him to do, and that's come in and open up the offense there. He played last year at Malcolm X for Ron White, and in 30 games, averaged 14 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. We'll have Malcolm X in here in February for a game against his own teammates. This is Matthew Sharp over on the right side. Now that Rodrigue Muntu is in the game, there's a story on him. Here's Sharp. Sharp cannot handle the pass. It's turned over. This is Vassar. He'll bring it back up on the wing. Now then Montez for 3. Little short off the front of the rim. Rebound taken down by Ojukwu. And we get a foul off the rebound on Vincennes. Prince Ojukwu just came in the game. The foul is called on Malinini. Rodrigue Muntu, a 6'5 sophomore from Calgary, Canada, is the brother of Brandon Muntu, who played for us about 3-4 years ago. Michael Ephraim into the VU lineup, 6'10 freshman from Nigeria. There's Pellissippi with the ball. Jadavian Young across the timeline. Now then to Lyles. Pushes it right side, Muntu. He'll pick Holds it high. Now then to Lyles. Inside on the baseline. This is White. Turnaround shot over Ephraim is good. Dante White picks up his first basket. He's averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds a game. Working the ball. This is Ojukwu. Prince fires it left to Jelani. Jelani feeds it inside to Ephraim. He'll work his way to the baseline. Backs it out. 3 ball from the left side in the air. No good by Vassar. Rebound by Ephraim. Goes back up and can't roll it down. And a foul off the rebound. Foul is called on Dante White. Shot to the head. And Ephraim's got to learn to close those opportunities off the glass. I mean, he's a player in the making. He's raw, and he's good. He's got a lot to learn. Here's Ephraim at the free throw line. Free throws in the air, and it is no good. Ephraim is now 0 out of 6 for the season from the foul line. Javon Guest will replace Montez in the Blazer lineup. The only Hoosier on the roster out of Warren Central. One more free throw here by Ephraim. It's in the air, and he got his first free throw of the year. Stretches the Blazer lead to 9, 17-8. 13 minutes to go in the first half. This is JoJo Lyles. In the game now is Takarian Freeman. He had a big game against Calhoun. I'll give you his stats in a minute. Here's a drive by White. Shot blocked by Ephraim out of bounds and off the body of White. VU basketball. Takarian Freeman is a 6'2 freshman from Summerville, Tennessee. Had 20 points against Calhoun on Saturday night. He comes into the game averaging about 8 points a game. VU with a 9-point lead. This is Vassar. Deep to the left side. This is Jelani. Backs it out, throws it away. He telegraphed that pass to Sharp, and now down court, Sharp does the same thing. Picked off by Ojukwu. To Vassar. Vassar back to Jelani. Guarded by Muntu. Vassar back to Jelani. 3 ball in the air. Got it. Jelani Johnson bags his third tray. The VU leads 20-8. Across the timeline. This is Freeman with it in the big circle. One hands the ball to Young. Young deep to the right side. There's a drive by Muntu inside. And his shot's off the side of the rim, and there was contact there, and he got fouled. He got in that semicircle area where you can't have a charge. It's going to be on Vassar. Vassar gets his first personal foul. And this will send Muntu to the free throw line. He's a 64% shooter early on. He's averaging 4 points a game. He had 3 points against Calhoun on Saturday night. Rodriguez Muntu. Shots in the air, and it's good. His brother Brandon went from here to Triton and then played at Western Michigan, I believe. Vassar will leave, his first time out of the lineup tonight. And checking in is Elijah Lovemore, 6'3 freshman from Chicago Heights Bloom. One more free throw here by Muntu. Blazer lead is 11. Free throw by Muntu's in the air. This one's no good. Easy rebound by Ephraim. Michael hands the ball off to Lovemore. Elijah, the right hand across the 10-second line. Down with the dribble. Defended by Young. Works it. They've changed up the zone a little bit. They got 3 out now. Here's a pass to the left side to Javon. Now it comes back left. Here's Jelani bags another tray. He gets his 4th tray of the game, and we lead 23-9. He's going to stand there all night and fill up the basket. This is Muntu over on the right side. Now then to Lyles. Pushes the ball right side. This is Freeman. Freeman works it out front. He will drive to the elbow on Jelani. Picks it up. Pushes the ball back to the outside. Here's a drive inside. That was Josiah Curry. He just came into the game. His shot's no good off the glass. Rebound by Ojukwu. Here's a lead pass down to Jelani inside. And it's off his leg and out of bounds. He got contact with the defensive player. Media timeout coming up. Blazers lead on the Trailblazers scoreboard and written by Lou Hughes. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's Vincennes 23 and Pellissippi 9. Back in 1 minute.
Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is underwritten by the Vincennes Laundromat, 1815 North 6th Street. They offer drop-off, pickup, or delivery services in addition to washers and dryers for customer use. The Vincennes Laundromat is open 7 a.m. until last wash at 9 p.m. daily. Their phone number is 812-316-0415.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Jimmy John's at 2361 North 6th Street in Vincennes and 2402 East National Highway in Washington. Jimmy John's offers sandwiches and wraps for dine-in, pickup, and delivery. Their Washington location features a drive-thru. More information is available online and through their app.
This broadcast is underwritten by German American Bank, a financial company offering banking, insurance, and wealth management services to individuals, families, and businesses. German American Bank serves customers in Indiana and Kentucky. More information about services and locations available at GermanAmerican.com.
23-9. Dan, you getting much of a chance to look up there? You got...
No, not really. My nose is in the paper.
Yeah, in the paper. Well, Randy Westphal always had that problem, my great friend, when he did the stats. He hardly ever saw the game. Here's Jadavian Young with the basketball. He'll drive left, feeds the ball inside. Picked off by Moontu. Moontu will bring it back out high. This is JoJo Lyles. Lyles, guarded by Ojukwu. He'll bring it with the right hand, right side to Chazea Curry. Curry goes left. Here's Freeman inside. His shot is blocked by Ephraim. Put back is no good by Curry, and it's out of bounds to Pellissippi. With 10:39 to go in the first half. Good defensive effort so far. Ball's pushed into Curry. Curry will rotate to the lane, but shot up off the iron, no good. Rebound by Prince. He'll hand the ball to Lovemore. Elijah works it down. Across the timeline, in the big circle. Has it. Comes right side to Ojukwu. Now they can rotate left to Jelani. Inside to Ephraim. Ephraim will get under the basket, and did he travel? He did. He hesitated there and pulled that pivot foot. He should have gone straight up to score, and that's kind of what Coach Franklin's explaining to him. So Jelani Johnson has 4 trays. The most we've had in the game this season so far is 5. That was Vassar against Truman and Montez against Volunteer State. Full court pressure by Vincennes. Guess as the defender now he's backing up as Moontu brings the ball across the timeline. Moontu hands it off to Freeman. Freeman lost it, slides on the floor, picks up the basketball, gets rid of it to Moontu to save the possession. Over on the right sideline, Moontu pulls up inside the arc, jump shot flat, no good. Rebound Lovemore. Elijah attacking down court. Crosses the lane from the point, throws up the shot short. Rebound by Malinini, up no good. Flat on the floor, finally picked up by Lovemore. Malinini back up, missed again. Point blank, this time off the left side. Rebound to Lovemore. Lovemore fall away in the lane. Shot no good. And the rebound finally by Curry. We should have closed one of those out. This is JoJo Lyles. Sometimes you just can't buy a basket. Freeman with it. On the near side now to Curry, deep left. This is Jadavian Young. He'll fly the 3. Shot no good. Rebound taken down by Prince Ojukwu. To Lovemore. Comes down court with it. Goes deep to the left side. Here's Jelani for another 3. Will it go? Yes, it will. He gets his 5th tray of the game and ties the season high of 5 threes by a single player. 26-9. Out front. This is Takarian Freeman. Now then to Curry. Curry works the ball across the paint. He'll rotate to the corner. Gives it up to Moontu. He'll bring it back for the reset. 6 seconds left on this possession. Moontu drives left. He'll put a shot up, banks it in. Enrique Moontu picks up the basket. That is his 3rd point. Now then, here's Jelani outside on the point. Goes left. Lovemore feeds the ball inside to Melanie. One time down, gets by the defender, up off the glass, no. And again, he did not close right under the basket. Josh Brown will check in, a 6'7" sophomore from Knoxville. He's a transfer from Cleveland State, where he averaged 5.5 points. Cleveland State in Tennessee, not Cleveland State in Ohio. Guest leaves. Dayton Williams back in the Blazer lineup. Comes in to Lovemore. Now then to Williams. Dayton, one time down. Ojukwu drives to the point, now backs away. He'll drive down the lane. Ojukwu changes hands, puts it up, no. Goes after his own rebound, but a foul on the play. is going to be called on Moontu. That's only the second team foul on Pellissippi. The good thing is that the game is going quickly. This will put Prince Ojukwu at the line. He's 6 out of 15 overall in the season, now 6 out of 60. That's 31%. Kendrick Lloyd, a 6'3 sophomore from Chattanooga, a returnee who played in 21 games a year ago, averaged 3.5 points, averaging 2.5 right now. Kendrick Lloyd. One more free throw here by Ojukwu, and this one is no good. Easy rebound by Josiah Curry. Blazers are, this so far, not a good free throw shooting team this season. Here's Moontu in between the circles near the base, or 10-second line. Here's a high post pass, comes to Curry. Holds the ball high in the air, puts it down one time, and then nearly turns it over. Did. Stolen away by Ojukwu. Here's Lovemore with him, back across the timeline. At the point. Drives near the elbow, backs off. Feeds the ball left side to Dayton. Dayton looking in low to Malinini. He'll cross the lane, drives up inside, deep left. Jelani for three, got it! He hit the first 5 from the left corner. This one from deep in the right. He's got 6 trays, and it's 29-11. I know what you're thinking. I'll answer that question in a minute. Here's Sakari and Freeman. He'll drive it down inside, puts the shot up, off no good. Rebound taken down by Curry. Back up and in. What's the record for three-pointers in a single game? 9. 2 players. I'll set that up. It's been a long time. Now then, here's a drive by Williams inside, and the ball's deflected into the hands of Malinini. He comes back with it. It's tripped going toward the basket, and a foul on Pellissippi State. Foul was on Josh Brown. And we're going to get the media timeout here, I think. Yes. Media timeout. Trailblazer scoreboard. Unwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. Vincennes 29, Pellissippi State 13. Back in 1 minute.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUV is provided through support from Lindsay Wealth Management at 2801 North 6th Street in Vincennes. Lindsay Wealth Management offers financial planning and investment services. More information available at lindsaywealth.com or by phone at 812-316-2079.
Support for this station is provided by the Vincennes University Foundation. At VU, your passion meets our purpose. The foundation assists alumni and friends in turning their love for learning, the arts and sciences, or technology into a legacy that supports student success. Together, we're creating opportunities for the next generation of trailblazers, because once a trailblazer, always a trailblazer.
The record for three-pointers in a single game is 9 by 2 players. Scott George against Allegheny on November 27th, 1993 at Allegheny. Boy, I remember that game well. And then 9 by Joey Bray. He had 31 points on November the 5th, 2001 in the game against John Logan here at Vincennes. So Jelani could be in that territory. Inbounding the ball be Ojukwu from left of the basket. You'll lob it into Williams. Dayton will spin down the lane, changes to the left hand, goes up and gets the basket to fall. Reluctant to hit the rim, but he got it down. 31-13. Working the ball out front. This is Lloyd. Now it comes to Freeman. Freeman to Josh Brown. Right side to Curry. Down deep right, Moontu. Defended by Williams, down to 9 seconds. Kendrick Lloyd will drive the lane to the left side. Changes hands, puts shut up, scores. Nice one-on-one play there by Kendrick Lloyd. 31-15. Dre Vassar's going to check back in the game, and so will Callaway. Working the ball down the lane is Dayton, puts shut up, no. Rebound comes off to Moontu. We have missed inside several times. Deep left. Here's a 3 ball by Freeman, got it. Takarian Freeman gets his 5th tray of the year. And it's 31-18, so they're kind of hanging around here in the territory. Deep right side. This is Ojukwu. Now then, Lovemore. Lovemore back to Prince. Prince will drive the lane. Now wings the ball back to the weak side of Williams. Williams will drive left, down the lane inside, changes hands, and gets it down. 15-point Blazer lead. 5.5 to go in the first half. Been a quick first half. Here's Takarian Freeman. He'll get under Lovemore. Now backs up. Still defending. Lovemore. Pass comes left to Moontu. Moontu guarded by Dayton Williams. Wings the ball right side. Josh Brown. Brown one-on-one down the lane and puts up a shot. It's no, but he's fouled. And I missed Omar Abdul-Samia coming into the ball game, the 6'10 sophomore, transfer from Slippery Rock. And he gets tagged with foul. Sorry, Omar, the first time I mentioned your name, you've done something wrong. At the free throw line is Josh Brown. This was a shooting foul. Free throw is good by Brown. Vassar returns. Callaway returns, and Jelani and Lovemore will take a seat. One more free throw by Brown, and it's good. 33-20. 13-point lead. We've still done a pretty good job defensively. We've missed some chances to close baskets, would have made the lead bigger than it is. This is Callaway, deep to the right side. Three ball is in the air by Ochugu. Shot no good. Rebound off the floor. Gobbled up by Lloyd down court. Here's a three in the air by Freeman, and he bags it. Takarian Freeman steps up for the tray. And all of a sudden, we've got a 10-point game. Vassar. Now then to Dayton Williams. Williams will drive down inside. The ball's deflected, but he's fouled. Fouled by Josiah Curry. He appeals that, but Quentin Horton's not going to buy it. The official, Quentin Horton, was a former JUCO player. Played at St. Catherine's College in Kentucky. That's no longer a school. Springfield, Kentucky. They had one of the neater gyms I've ever been in. Here's Montez to inbound the ball. Clears the ball into Vassar. He'll rotate down inside, lays it up and scores. Sliced right through the defenders in the lane. Picks up the basket for 35-23. Blazer lead. Now on the near side, this is Moontu. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. And still needs help. Finally gets it from Kendrick Lloyd in the big circle. Lloyd one-on-one against Callaway. Gets the ball back to Moontu. He'll spin in the lane. Nice move. Puts it up off the glass. No. Rebound by Omar Abdul-Samia. Out to Vassar. Vassar one-on-one, and stepping in his path is Josh Brown, and he gets tagged with the foul. Brown. It's his second personal foul. Dante White, who started, checks back in the game, and he'll replace Brown. Across the way, Montez inbound the ball for Vincennes. 4:07 to go in the first half. New player now checks in the game, Jaden Dickens, 6'8 freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. There's Dayton Williams. He'll drive up, ball away shot from the right side. It's an air ball, tipped up by Abdul-Samia. No, rebound to White. White gets it down quickly. Controlled by Kendrick Lloyd. Now they swing it to the near side. This is Freeman. He nearly lost it. Scrambled for the loose ball and finally recovered again by Freeman, who nearly had a turnover out of that. 3:42 to go in the half. This is Moontu. Moontu to the left, now works it right down the lane. He's long. Spins around, now fall away shot by Moontu, banks it off the glass. Did not draw iron. That will be a shot clock violation. Now we get the under 4 media timeout. There is a timeout on the floor. Trailblazers scoreboard. Underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. We lead 35-23. Back in 1 minute.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Ewing Printing Company, where they have served the Vincennes area for 107 years, offering graphic design and full-color printing services. Ewing prints and designs a variety of items, including car and truck wraps. They also offer direct mail advertising.
Underwriting support for this Trailblazer broadcast is provided by El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located at 630 Kimmel Road in Vincennes and 427 West 11th Street in Bicknell. El Corral opens daily at 11 a.m. and offers a menu of luncheon and evening Mexican cuisine with takeout available. The Vincennes phone number is 812-895-9422 And in Bicknell, 812-757-4224 for El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar.
Support for this broadcast is provided by the Good Samaritan Hospital Foundation, which through the generosity of its donors provides financial assistance for patients, emerging needs, medical equipment, and scholarships. The GSH Foundation office is at 328 North 2nd Street, Suite 201. The phone number is 812-885-3192.
35-23, Blazers with the lead. Less than 3.5 to go in the first half of the game. We have the ball. This is Vassar across the timeline. Gray will drive the ball down the lane to the right side, turns his back. Follow-away shot is off no good. Rebound deflected around and finally controlled off the floor by Kendrick Lloyd through traffic. Straight down the court, nearly overran the ball, picks it up. It's help from Freeman outside the arc. Now then back out front for the reset to JoJo Lyles. Lyles works it by the screen. He'll drive it with the left hand. Clears the ball off to Freeman. He'll launch a tray. It's good. Jumped up and down. Now we've got a 9-point game. Got to give a compliment here to Pellissippi State. They're not going to fold up on us. This is Callaway. Now then to Montez. Takes a running shot from the elbow. No good. And a foul called on the Panthers. This should go against Kendrick. No, it's on Dante White. This will be a shooting foul for Montez. He is 6 out of 13 from the free throw line in the game. Alex Montez. Shots in the air, and it is good. Montez comes in averaging 9.6 points per game, 3 rebounds. He's been in double figures 3 times. His high game was 23 against Volunteer State. And of course, that was the opening game of the season. First Trailblazer ever from Puerto Rico. Free throw by Montez is good. 37-26, Blazers by 11. JoJo Lyles in the 10-second line, gets the screen to drive left to the point. Pushes the ball deep left. We've got Jaden Dickens out there again. Handles once, gives up the ball to Freeman. Freeman with a 3-point shot, rims off no good. Abdel Samia gets the rebound. I think this is the first time this season Abdel Samia has played in the first half of the game. This is Vassar. Runs around the screen set by Omar. Deep right, Williams, now then Montez. Inside, drops the ball to Abdul. Misses point blank, gets it back, goes back up strong, and gets fouled the second time up. He'll go to the free throw line for the 3rd time this season. How many shots have we missed directly into the basket? Probably 7, 8. Huh? Yeah. Omar Abdel Samia, 6'10", 235-pound sophomore from Giza, Egypt. Transferred from Slippery Rock in Pennsylvania. Free throw is in and out, no good. Returning is Matthew Sharp, who started. One more free throw here by Omar. Shots in the air, and this one is good. 38-26, Blazers by 12. Across the timeline, Lyles with it from the point. Pushes the ball right side. There's a drive down the lane by Sharp. Now they bring it back out front. There's Lyles for 3. Shot misses left side of the rim, taken by Williams on the run. To Vassar. Across the timeline, 1:39 to go in the half. Dre runs around the screen set by Omar. Now Omar's got it. One time down on the weave comes to Williams. Williams at the point. Tries to work his way down the lane. Gets by the defender. Deep left. 3 in the air. Shot's good. Deep from Vassar. Dre Vassar connects from long range with his 16th tray of the year, and we lead 41-26. Here's Lyles. Gets the ball right side. Here's a 3-ball by Sharp. Shot no good. Rebound by Vassar. Dre will bring it on his own. Being hounded by Mulabella. Vassar has it on the point. He'll drive under Mulabella. Deep left to Montez. Montez backs away. Outside the arc. He'll drop it off to Vassar. 13 to shoot. Vassar from the wing down the baseline. Crosses over. Feeds the ball to Montez. Deep outside. This is Callaway with 6. Deep left side to Montez. To Vassar. He'll step left for 3. Shot no good. Thought that was going to go. Rebound taken on the run by Sharp. Here's a drive inside, off the pass by Sharp to Lyles, and Lyles scores on the layup. This will be the last possession probably of the first half. 41-28 Blazers. I mean, they played Calhoun tough. They played Columbia State tough earlier this season. I mean, they're not without some virtues of this basketball team. They only lost to Columbia State 89-79. 7 seconds to go in the half. This is Vassar. Deep left side, Montez for three. Shot no good, but with 1.9 to go in the half, Montez will triple up at the free throw line. Off that missed shot, he was fouled. And Montez will go back to the line. At halftime, we'll have This Week in Trailblazer History. Dan will recap the scoring. I'll talk some rankings. And we'll talk a bit about the Lady Blazers. They're playing tonight at Volunteer State. And they play twice next week here at home. Free throw by Montez is good. First of three, stretches the lead, 42-28. I mean, you push in those baskets that we missed point blank in this first half, we'd have about 55, 56 points. Here's Montez at the line again. Free throws in the air, and it's good. Yeah, but you got to give Pellissippi some credit. They're creating some log jams around the basket. 43-28. One more here for Alex Montez. With 1.9 to go, free throws in the air, and he goes 3 for 3. So they get a chance for an inbound and a long look. Comes in, this is Sharp, three-quarter court. Off to the right to end the first half. So, first half of this game comes to a close, and the Blazers have the lead on the Trailblazers scoreboard. Underwritten by Lou Hughes, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. We lead 44-28. I'll be back after we recognize our broadcast underwriting sponsors.
It's halftime. We'll rejoin the WVUB Blazer 91.1 broadcast in just a moment. This exclusive broadcast of Vincennes University basketball is brought to you by underwriting support from
Wolf Construction Company,
Vincennes Water Utilities,
El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar,
Good Samaritan Hospital, provider of VU Athletic Training Services,
Lindsay Wealth Management,
Lou Hughes, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram,
First Vincennes Savings Bank,
Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker Imge,
Herman Family Dentistry,
Walker Hughes Insurance,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
Ewing Printing,
the Vincennes University Alumni Association and Foundation,
Ubelar GMC Cadillac in Vincennes,
Holmes Plumbing,
Byron Bob's Pizza House,
Memory Motorplex,
the Vincennes Laundromat,
Jimmy John's,
German American Bank,
Goodwin Sievers Family Funeral Home,
Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center,
Culver's Restaurant,
and the Good Samaritan Hospital Foundation.
Now, back to the WVUB Blazer 91.1 broadcast for halftime stats and comments.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the VUP complex where the number one ranked Trailblazers have the lead over Pellissippi State, 44-28 here at the break in quest of our 9th win to start the new season, the last game of November. Our next games will be in December, starting next Wednesday night at home here against Henry Ford. And then Elgin comes in a week from Saturday, another Division II team. They've got a good program as well out of the Chicago area. Then we go into region tournament play. So a lot of basketball action coming up. Again, the Lady Blazers are in action tonight at Volunteer State. They were scheduled to play here at home, but Roane State backed out of the game, and they were able to pick up. Coach Johnson was able to pick up a game at Volunteer State, and they're there tonight playing. They will play here against Lewis and Clark next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock against the Lewis and Clark Trailblazers. And then on Wednesday, we'll be back here again against Three Rivers in what should be a really good women's basketball game. Three Rivers got one of the best programs in the country, and they played them hard in Poplar Bluff just a few games ago. And we'll have a men's game on Wednesday night as well. Again, as I said earlier, against Henry Ford. Right now, recognizing Dennis Chatton and the Trailblazer golf team for their success they had this fall. And while they do that, we'll do this. We'll take a break with the Trailblazer scoreboard showing the Blazers on top, 44-28. Lou Hughes 1270 South Hart Street Road. Underwriting the scoreboard back in 2 minutes.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Memring Motorplex, Hart Street, and Highway 41 in Vincennes. Memring sells new Chevrolet and Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. Memring also services all makes and models. Memring's inventory of new and used vehicles is available online at memringmotorplex.com or at the dealership. Memring Motorplex is open Monday through Saturday at 1949 Hart Street in Vincennes.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Vincennes Water Utilities at 403 Busserin Street. Vincennes Water Utilities offers various payment options, including paperless billing and 24-hour online access. Office hours are 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 812-882-7877.
Support for WVUB is provided by Byron Bopes Pizza House, 812 Main in Vincennes. Open 7 days a week and featuring pizza, sandwiches, wings, and a fresh salad bar. Online ordering is available at bopespizza.net.
Support for this broadcast provided by Cantwell Shortstop, 625 Kimmel Road, and Cantwell Service Center, Washington Avenue and St. Clair. Selling Marathon and Sunoco gas and oil products. Both locations are open 24/7 and serve hot lunch items, 11 until 2 daily. Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center, serving Vincennes since 1968.
Support for Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is provided by Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home, 524 Broadway. Serving Knox and Davies counties is a funeral service and cremation provider. Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home offers services that will help tell the story of a life, with service options that honor each family's traditions and wishes.
Well, welcome back to the PE Complex. Dan's been keeping the scorebook. I'm used to doing that myself, and I really feel like I'm following the play a lot better because I'm not being distracted by having to write down the scores, the numbers on the score sheet. I use a different sheet that I do, but still, sometimes it's hard to get it right when you're doing the play-by-play and trying to keep score at the same time.
I admire you for doing that, yeah. It makes it easier. Okay, here at halftime, the visiting Pellissippi State Panthers, they are being led in scoring in the first half by Takarian Freeman. He had 9 points, all 3 of those on 3-pointers. So, for Freeman with 9 points, and following him with 7 points, JoJo Lyles. He had a 3-point bucket in the first half and 2 from the field for his 7 points. And then following him with 3 points was Radiki Muntu. He had 1 shot from the free throw line and a basket. And then also with 2 points, there are 4 Panthers with 2 points in half number 1. Curry had 2, White had 2, Brown had 2, and Lloyd had 2. And then rounding out the scoring in the first half for the Panthers, 1 point chipped in by DeVavian Young. So that counts for their 28 points in the first half of tonight's contest. And by the way, it's been kind of a low turnover game tonight. Both teams are only 4 turnovers in the first half. But leading the VU Trailblazers, outstanding effort in the first half, 6 3-pointers by Jelani Johnson with his 18 points leading the score for the Blazers in the first half. 18 points for Johnson. And then 8 points chipped in by Alex Montez. He had a 3-pointer, and also then 5 out of 5 from the free throw stripe for his 8 points in the first half of the contest tonight. Dayton Williams picked up 7 points in the first half, and then following him with 5 points was Dre Vassar, a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer in the half. And then with 4 points was Lorenzo Malinini. He had 2 buckets in the first half from field goal territory, and then 1 point each from Michael Ephraim, Omar Abdulasamio, and also Prince Ojukwu. So that's the scoring in the first half for our Vincennes University Lady Trailblazers.
Lady Trailblazers.
Starts leading and lady.
I knew you were going to do that.
I did too. I'm so used to saying Lady Trailblazers, but I meant lady and leading at the same time, so it's kind of hard to say them both. But our VU men Trailblazers leading at halftime 44-28.
When I first started broadcasting over 50 years ago, I was doing a North Knox football game with Don Skinner, my great late friend. and I was doing the play-by-play, and there was a breakaway by one of the running backs. The 40, the 45, the 50, the 55. 55-yard line. And I got carried away.
That's easy to do.
And I've done that several times. We'll be back with This Week in Trailblazer History back in 2 minutes on WVUB.
Underwriting support for this broadcast is provided by Holmes Plumbing Supply, 1690 Hart Street in Vincennes. They do complete bathroom remodeling projects and feature Linux systems and Bradford White water heaters. They also do sewer line installation. Their phone number is 812-882-1865. Funding for this broadcast is provided by Wolf Construction Company, 2724 Washington Avenue. They offer new residential and commercial construction plus renovation services. Wolf's current projects include work at the Red Skelton Museum and Godare Hall on the VU campus, Good Samaritan Hospital, and Lincoln High School. The phone number for Wolf Construction Company is 812-882-2260.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Culver's Restaurant at 7 Executive Boulevard in Vincennes. Culver's menu features chicken sandwiches and tenders, cheese curds, and onion rings. Culver's is open 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. daily.
Support for this broadcast is provided by First Vincennes Savings Bank with inside banking locations at 615 Kimmel Road and 2612 North 6th Street, plus ATM services at 3rd and Vigo, Kimmel Road, and ITM service in Monroe City. More information is available at frsb.net and by phone at 812-885-9018. Member FDIC.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker MD. They represent residential and commercial listings and sales in Southern Indiana and Southern Illinois. The FC Tucker MD office is at 2801 North 6th Street, Suite B. The phone numbers are 812-881-7509 for Robin Montgomery and 812-887-8669 for John Yoakum.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for This Week in Trailblazer History, underwritten by the Vincennes University Alumni Association and Foundation, located at 3rd and College on the VU campus. This is Pellissippi State's second season of collegiate basketball, playing tonight against the Trailblazers with a history that goes all the way back to 1904. Pellissippi State is located in Knoxville and one of 11 JUCOs in Tennessee fielding basketball programs. The first Tennessee team to play the Trailblazers was Hiwassee College. On November 3rd, 1962, VU lost to Hiwassee 74-63 in Madisonville, Tennessee. Wayne Wilson, the 6'4" forward from Lafayette Jefferson, scored 16 points in the game. He was the second leading scorer on the team that year with a 17-2 per game average. VU went 21-10 on the season, losing 67-54 to Jackson, Michigan at Muskegon in the Region 12 tournament. Hiwassee College, founded in 1849, was affiliated with the Methodist Church, later became a 4-year school, but closed due to financial reasons in 2019. This Week in Trailblazer History, underwritten by the Vincennes University Alumni Association and Foundation, 3rd and College on the VU campus. Blazers lead at halftime 44-28 on the Trailblazer scoreboard, entered by Lou Hughes, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Back in 1 minute on WVUB.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Walker Hughes Insurance, formerly United Insurance Services, 509 Main Street, representing many insurance carriers, including Auto Owners Insurance for home, auto, farm, and business needs. They can be reached at 882-3560. More information about Auto Owners is online at walkerhughes.com.
Broadcast support is provided by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 2407 North 6th Street in Vincennes, where every day is game day. Buffalo Wild Wings has TVs available for viewing a variety of sports and games, along with their shareable menu items. Buffalo Wild Wings is open daily.
Support for WVUB is provided by Good Samaritan. Cooler weather shouldn't mean harder breathing. Good Samaritan's respiratory and pulmonary specialists help you breathe easier, feel stronger, and enjoy the season. More information at gshvin.org/breathe.
Welcome back to the VUP complex. There are other Region 24 teams in action tonight. John Logan is at home against Kankakee and leading at halftime 47-22. Also tonight, Kaskaskia on the road at Southeastern Illinois in Harrisburg. Lakeland played on the road at Danville. SEMO Prep in action down in Southern Illinois at Shawnee. Swick playing tonight over in Missouri at Jefferson. Lincoln Trail is at Indian Hills, and St. Louis is playing at Ren Lake tonight. Those are Region 24 games being played tonight. The schedule is pretty light for the weekend. Wabash Valley is in the Three Rivers Classic starting on Thanksgiving night. They will play 3 games there, and then Lakeland, Lincoln Trail, and Swick all in action on Friday. And then Olney Central also sees action on Saturday. Talked about that Pensacola tournament, and there's 10 ranked teams in that 3-day, it's not a tournament, it's a classic at Pensacola State. And my, oh my, what a tremendous field in that event. Yesterday, number 5 ranked Jones got beat by Gulf Coast by a score of 74-70. Gulf Coast was ranked number 8 in the rankings. Also, yesterday, Chipola lost to Trinity Valley, formerly number 1, 73-59. The host team, Pensacola, got beat by number 3 Daytona State by a score of 65-60. Already today, Northwest Florida beat Wallace State 182. Jones topped out Tallahassee 78-75, and Chipola beat Panola. Chipola defeated Panola by a score of 55-50. So, that's a tremendous tournament, classic going on down there. VU several years ago, back in the 70s under Coach Bradfield, every year took a Florida trip, and they would play at Chipola and Pensacola State, among other teams in Florida, usually in the month of January. And since I've been doing the games, we've been to Florida several times, mostly Miami, Fort Lauderdale, but also Gulf Coast State in Panama City. 44-28 as we get ready to start the second half of this basketball game. Blazers trying to win their way toward their 9th win of the season. Before they get a little bit of a break, it won't be much of a break. They'll get Thanksgiving Day off, I assume, and then Coach Franklin will have them back in the fold, getting ready for next week. And no denying, the teams we play next week, Henry Ford and Elgin, are both Division II teams, but they're good Division II teams. Henry Ford's ranked 5th in the Division II rankings. Elgin was ranked earlier. So here we go, Williams and Montez, along with Vassar, Malinini, Callaway for Vincennes, and it's our possession to start the second half. Game is underway. This is Vassar, now a foul low away from the ball. Or what? No, they did not start the shot clock. We're at the reset. Did they come back with the same lineup? I believe they did. Sharp, Lyles, Young, Mulabella, and White. Across the way, Williams will inbound the ball again. They're waiting to reset the shot clock to 25 seconds. Comes into Vassar in the big circle. Here's Dre with it, down with the dribble. Works the ball outside the point, crosses over left side, left elbow to Dayton. Dayton will drive the ball right to Callaway. Callaway drives inside the arc, picks it up, now then back to Vassar. Vassar looking to go inside, works his way to the right. Montez, Callaway, 5 to shoot. Callaway, fall away shot just beyond the elbow, no good. Rebound is deflected down, loose ball, covered by Malinini, and then he throws it up, and it's going to be picked off by Jadavian Young. He'll drive it down the lane, passes the ball off to Milabella, puts up a shot short, and a held ball in the lane will give the possession back over to Pellissippi State. In the second half, just underway. From the right baseline, ball comes into Sharp. Stands with it, ball on his right hip, now gives it up to Jadavian Young, who will run the point. Left side to Lyles. This is Sharp. He'll drive across the lane. Spins around, covered by Callaway. Now then back to Lyles. Here's a 3 ball in the air, no good by Sharp. Rebound taken off by Vassar. Vassar through the crowd to Callaway inside. Changes hands, goes up the shot. Charge! Called on Callaway. As he flattened Chris Mulabella, who got set up just outside that half circle. So it'll be Panthers basketball. Bringing it across. will be JoJo Lyles. Pushes the ball left side. This is Jadavian Young. Now then Mulabella. Back to Lyles. Lyles back out front. Controlled by Sharp. 13 to shoot. He'll drive the ball left, puts up a runner, bags it. Got that looping running shot off the left side, 44 to 30. So we need to get untracked here in the second half. This is Dayton outside the arc. Drops the ball off. Callaway, jump shot inside the arc, good. Jalen Callaway picks up the basket. It's his first basket of the game. Now then Sharp with it outside the arc. Works the perimeter, goes through Mulabella to Lyles. Lyles down with the dribble. Now then White, Dante White. Runs into Montez. Montez fell down. White drives inside. Malinini tried to cover, and there's a foul on the play. It's called on Malinini. This will be a shooting foul for Dante White. Coming into the game, Dante White on the season is 2 for 12 from the free throw line. Shots in the air, and it's good. One more shot. 46-31. $18 minutes to go in the ball game. This is an air ball. Didn't even draw iron. Grazed the net. It's out of bounds to Vincennes. Dayton Williams will inbound the ball from the baseline against full court pressure. Kind of a zone pressure, he'll be backing up. This is Vassar. Here it gets the screen, crosses the timeline. Dribble with the left hand in the big circle. Works the ball down. He's defended by Young. Dre uses the screen by Williams to drive left. Outside the arc, goes right, left side to Williams. Now then Montez. 10 seconds to shoot. This is Dayton outside the arc. He'll drive the ball to the baseline. It's under the defender, spins out. Here's Vassar for three. Got it. Nice little soft jump shot by Dre Vassar. Increases the Blazer lead to 49-31. Here's Lyles in between the circles. Right side comes to Sharp. Sharp will rotate to the lane. He bumps into Callaway. No good. Blockout rebound by Callaway. Through traffic. 1-on-3 now drives it left to Williams. Inside to go to Malinini. Inside jump hook is good by Malinini. Stretches the Blazer lead to 21 points, 52-31. Walking the ball through the center circle. This is Lyles. Now out front, Mulabella. Oh, he gets the pass from Lyles back inside. Shot blocked by Montez. Mulabella's shot, rebound, Lyles, or Vassar. Malinini for the dunk. 53-31. Back across slowly now. This is Jadavian Young. White, Sharp. Pass out, throws it right in the hands of Vassar. 1-on-1. Vassar against Sharp. Here's the lead pass. Callaway banks it in. The Blazers turning it up now defensively and creating transition opportunities. And timeout is going to be called by Darian Jones. 55-31, the score, 55-31, the score on the Trailblazers scoreboard entered by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. I'll be back in 1 minute.
This Trailblazer broadcast is supported by UR Cadillac GMC, Kimmel Road in Vincennes. They sell new and used Cadillac and GMC vehicles, plus other makes and models, and also have an automotive service department. More information is available at ubilarvincennes.com. Ubilar, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Herman Family Dentistry, a full-service family dental office located at 608 South Vale Run Road in Vincennes. Doctors Eric Herman, Lynn Stein, Karen Shank, John Anderson, and their team provide dental services including veneers, dentures, implants, and more. Appointment information for Herman Family Dentistry is available at 812-882-1572.
Well, the Trailblazers in command here in the second half, leading 55-31 over second year Pellissippi State. We have Vassar and Dayton Williams along with Montez and Malinini, Callaway, and Pellissippi basketball. There's it in to Mulabella. Back out front, comes back to Mulabella. Now then Lyles. Sharp, here's Sharp down the lane of step. Ball deflected down by Callaway. Picked up by Vassar. We've got a breakaway. Here's Vassar. He'll drive up inside, lays it up and scores. Stretches the Blazer lead to 57-31. Between the circles. Driving right is Lyles. Now then Sharp. He'll work his way in the lane. Fall away shot by Sharp. No. Rebound by Callaway. Trails the crowd. There's a pass down to Madelinini. Inside into the basket. Goes up strong. Can't roll it down. Tipped up. No. By Montez. And out of bounds to VU, where we got a foul here. Foul is called on Mulabella, and we get the immediate timeout. 57-31 is the score on the Trailblazer scoreboard. Written by Lou Fuselacher Dodge Jeep Ram. Back in 1 minute.
Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is underwritten by the Vincent's Laundromat, 1815 North 6th Street. They offer drop-off, pickup, or delivery services in addition to washers and dryers for customer use. The Vincent's Laundromat is open 7 a.m. until last wash at 9 p.m. daily. Their phone number is 812-316-0415.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Jimmy John's at 2361 North 6th Street in Vincennes and 2402 East National Highway in Washington. Jimmy John's offers sandwiches and wraps for dine-in, pickup, and delivery. They also have catering services available. More information is available online and through their app.
Well, the Blazers expanding on the 44-28 halftime lead with a 13-3 run with 15.5 minutes to play in the game. Pellissippi has got a long ride back to Knoxville tonight, 6 hours, and traffic on I-69 and I-24 especially is going to be really heavy. I saw earlier today on Fox News that there's a record travel day for airlines. We had a technical foul here. Vassar's going to shoot 2 free throws. I didn't pick up on that, Dan, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Number 3, Matthew Sharp. The Panthers at the free throw line.
It was on Matthew Sharp. Obviously something he said. Let's put Vassar at the line. First of 2 is good. Vassar picks up his 11th point. Vassar in double figures for the 5th time this season. Of course, he had 24 against Harkham in that blowout win. It's 58-31, and this free throw is no good. He goes 1 for 2, and then we'll get free throws here from Montez. Blazers close to doubling the score here. We lead by 27 points with Alex Montez at the line. The freshman from Puerto Rico has 8 points in the game so far tonight. I've mentioned this before. Free throw by Montez is good. Somebody asked me if Ricky Cabrera was from Puerto Rico. No, Ricky was from New York City. I had Puerto Rican roots. He's the head coach at Northwestern State in Louisiana. One of our all-time favorite players. Just a really good guy. 59-31. Free throws in the air. Montez goes 1 for 2. A rebound easily to Rodrigue Muntu. Brother of Brandon Muntu, who plays for us about 4 seasons ago. 59-31. Now then out front, Takarian Freeman is in the game. Has it on the weave. Here's a drive by Jadavian Young. Cut off, brings it back outside for the reset. Young uses a screen by White to drive left. Gets to the baseline, banks it off the glass and scores. And the defender, Vassar, backing up. 59-33. This is Dre. He'll drive down the lane, deep left. Callaway, shot fake. Drives toward the lane, changes direction, now back to the basket. Spins it back out to Williams. Williams hands it off in the weave to Montez. He'll drive up inside. Great move. Montez, as he changed from the left to the right hand, turned his back to the basket and glassed it into the basket. 61-33. Muntu gives it up to Young. Young in between the circles. Gets the screen. He'll drive left by Vassar. Gets down the lane to step. Oh, I thought he got an extra step there. Stolen by Dayton Williams. Now we got a 4-and-1. Here's a lead pass to Callaway. Inside off the glass and scores. Callaway expands the Blazer lead to 30 with 14-19 to go. This is going to get stretched out here. Here's Takarian Freeman in between the circles. Works the ball under Callaway, and bumped by Callaway. He impeded the movement of the ball handler, and he gets called for the foul. And are we going to get another media timeout here? We are. No, I thought we already had a media timeout. We did, yeah. So they'll bring him back out, and we'll continue to play. The officials aren't perfect. They'll tell you that. Nobody is. Pellissippi ball. This is JoJo Lyles. Free throws in the air, three-pointers in the air. No, and he's fouled. He'll shoot three. Foul on Dayton Williams. Well, Dan, I'm a tennis official, but I guarantee you, I'm perfect.
Yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Far from it. Here's JoJo Lyles. First of three. Misses it off the back of the iron. A moment, Coach Franklin brings Jelani back in the game. He's got an outside shot. School record for three-pointers in the game. You hadn't seen him here in the second half. Second free throw, this one goes in for Lyles. A 75% free throw shooter coming into the game. He was averaging 10.5 points coming into the game tonight. His high game was 17 at Gadsden State in Alabama. Free throw is in the air, and this one is also good by Lyles. Vassar. Clock swings by the 14-minute mark in the big circle. Down with the dribble through his legs. Passes a hard right to Callaway. Callaway inside to Williams. He'll post up. And did he travel? No, he gets called for hooking on his drive to the basket. The defender was Takarian Freeman. So that's another turnover. What do we got on turnovers here? Just 6 total. Not bad. Coming into the game, we're averaging 11.9. We had 16, I guess season high 16 against Kankakee on Saturday. This is JoJo Lyles. Now then working is Freeman across the lane to the left side. Throws up a hope, and it won't go in. Rebound comes down to Muntu. His shot's no good, and the rebound taken down by Callaway. To Dre Vassar. Back to Callaway. Callaway has an opening down the lane. Skip moves to the basket and lays it in. Nice move by Callaway. Expands the lead again to 30, 65-35. Going toward the 13-minute mark. This is Lyles inside. Defender went to sleep. Muntu gets an easy layup. That was Montez man. 65-37. Vassar. Now then right to Williams. Williams has pressure. Back to Dre Vassar. Swings the ball left side to Callaway. Callaway drives the ball to the lane. Puts up the shot. No, but he's fouled as he turned to the basket. This will be on Takarian Freeman. I said Quentin Horton played at St. Catherine's in Kentucky. It was a Catholic school. They had a real small gym that had like 3 rows of bleachers on one side of the gym and nothing on the opposite side of the floor. And when we went down there, you'd have to broadcast from the stage. They had a stage. And I always remember getting ready to inbound the ball. This is Montez to Vassar. Goes up and scores. Got by the defender. The front row of the bleachers had about 10 to 12 nuns on the front row. They would come to the basketball game and root for St. Catherine's. Here's a drive inside by Lyles. Shot no good. Rebound Vassar in transition. Callaway gets inside the defender, goes up and goes. It's good. Goes from the left to the right side to keep the ball away from the defender, who was White. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Josh Brown. And we lead 69-37. Callaway has 10 points. Here's a fall-away shot, is no good by Freeman. Ball deflected out toward the sideline, save him going out of bounds. Finally controlled by Brown. Brown inside to Josiah Curry, and he is fouled or was the ball out of bounds? We got a timeout on the floor. 11:59 to play in the basketball game. Trailblazer scoreboard. Underwritten by Lou Hughes, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road, 6939 Vincennes. Back in 1 minute.
This broadcast is underwritten by German American Bank, a financial company offering banking, insurance, and wealth management services to individuals, families, and businesses. German American Bank serves customers in Indiana and Kentucky. More information about services and locations available at GermanAmerican.com.
Funding for Vincent's University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Lindsay Wealth Management at 2801 North 6th Street in Vincennes. Lindsay Wealth Management offers financial planning and investment services. More information available at lindsaywealth.com or by phone at 812-316-2079.
That was a basket by Josiah Curry. He got the call off of a goaltending. What was that, Montez? Was he the one that tested last? Or was it Moment? Okay. And I missed that. Thanks for your eyes there, Dan. I missed that. So let's see what we got here. We got Vassar on the floor. Montez stays. Prince Ochugwu is in the game, along with Michael Ephraim, and Callaway stays. 11:59 to go, and here we go. Here's Vassar up across the 10-second line. Now then right side. Montez. To Vassar to Montez, deep left. This is Ochugwu. Comes back left to Callaway. Callaway breaks by the defender. Cut off, brings it back out for the reset. Now comes quick left or right to the right side to Vassar. Fall away in the lane is good. 15 by Vassar. With 11:29 to go, Blazer lead is 32. This is Lyles, guarded by Ochugwu. Out front, Takarian Freeman. He'll launch the tray. Short, rebound by Prince. He'll bring in a couple of dribbles, more than that, across the 10-second line. Finally turns, hands the ball to Vassar for the point. Vassar. Work it up. He'll drive right. Ball deflected and stolen away. This is Roderick Moontu. He'll drive up inside. Shot blocked by Montez. Taken by Vassar. Back the other way. Vassar feeds the ball left to Ochugwu. Deep left. Here's Callaway for three. Short left. Rebound comes off to Moontu. Now then down quickly. This is Josiah Curry. Goes inside and he goes to the basket and gets fouled. He'll get two free throws here. The foul is called on Vassar. That's his second personal foul. Elijah Lovemore is going to check into the game. I think Jelani Johnson is going to come in as well. This is Josiah Curry. Free throws in the air and it's good. Yep, Jelani's in. Lovemore's in. Callaway leaves and Vassar will leave. 71-40. Free throws in the air. This is good. No good. No, rimmed out by Curry. There's Lovemore across the timeline with it. 10.5 to go. Lovemore with the dribble. Man-to-man defense right now by Pellissippi. Lovemore will drive it up inside. Turns to the basket. Shot off the right side. No good. Rebound by Brown. Head to the half court. Here's a drive right by Curry. Inside, nobody's fouled. Now that ball went in. Let's see what they call it. Is that a before on the floor? Yeah, I think the basket counted. Yeah, the basket counted. It'll be a chance for a three-point play by Josiah Curry. He had 19 against Calhoun State on Saturday night. Free throw's no good. Rebound by Ochugwu. 10:14 to go. 71-42. Out front in the big circle. Elijah Lovemore. Works it down with the dribble between the circles. Outside the arc, brings it back to the right. Double team, Lovemore, and we get a foul call on a reach-in. Called on Moontu. Again, his brother, Brandon, played here at VU. He's from Calgary, Canada. Pass comes in to Elijah Lovemore. The question came up this week. Someone asked me. Here's a drive by Ochugwu. Did he throw it away? No, it's nearly saved by Jelani, but it was last touched by, I believe, Freeman. How many international players the Trailblazers have had over the years? The answer is 56. The first two were Olafu Agbaji and James O'Day during the 88-89 season. (71-42). VU basketball, 9:50 to play in the game. This is Ochugwu. Deep on the left baseline, drops it in to Lovemore. Lovemore brings the ball to the lane. Now puts it back out to the point. Ochugwu to Lovemore. Again back to Prince. Prince will drive up to the left side. Jump shot, good. Prince Ochugwu gets his first basket of the game, and it's 73-42. 9.5 to go in the contest. Zakarian Freeman. Here's a lob to the high post. Controlled by Curry. Curry, he'll drive to the right with it. Well, he got an extra step there, but he got fouled. I'll give him credit. He got knocked out of position. Foul's called on Ochugwu. Javon Guest is getting set to re-enter the game. He played in the first half. We'll see Curry go to the line. 6'7" sophomore transfer from Cleveland State, Tennessee. Free throws in the air, and it's no good. Guest will replace Montez on the floor for VU. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game, and then it's the Thanksgiving holiday, turkey time. Free throw is Curry, no good. Rebound is grabbed down by Ephraim. Across the timeline with it, this is Lovemore in the big circle with the left hand. He'll drive the ball down the lane to the left. Now kicks the ball deep left side. This is Ochugwu for three. Shot off, no good. Rebound to the basket, grabbed off by Brown. Brown to Moontu, lopes across the 10-second line. Hands it off to Freeman, deep to the left side between the circles. He's guarded by Jelani Johnson. Now then Freeman will drive up inside, gets Jelani off his feet. Covered by Ephraim. He can't get the ball in the air, but here's a three ball now off the right side by Kendrick Lloyd. Makes it 73-45. Lovemore in between the circles. He's defended by Kendrick Lloyd. Now then Ochugwu. Ochugwu across the lane. He'll skip to the basket. No. When we get a foul off the rebound, it's going to be called, I believe, on Josiah Curry. No, check it. It's on Josh Brown. That is their 5th team foul of the second half. This was a shooting foul. This will send Prince Ochugwu to the free throw line. Averaging 4.3 points over the first 9 games of the season. Free throw is in the air, and it's no good. Blazers came into the game tonight shooting 57% from the free throw line. We need to bump that up a second. We need to get that closer to 70. Ochugwu at the line for his second try. This one is good. 74-45. The Blazers as a team averaging 83 points, giving up 57. Here's a drive into the lane by Brown. Brown turns, shoots, no good. Rebound block out by Ephraim. Hands the ball to Lovemore with the left hand across the 10-second line. Elijah works it outside the arc. Now he'll step for three. Rims off, no. Rebound by Ephraim. Ephraim will go to work inside under the basket at the baseline. Nearly threw it away. Guest came up with it. Now deep left. Jelani on the wing, covered. Throws the ball back out front. Lovemore mishandles, recovers. 7 seconds to shoot. Lovemore will drive it inside. Lost the handle, goes up the shot, blocked. No, he got it down. He got bumped by Curry. I think Curry got a piece of the ball, but he also committed the foul. As we score, it'll be a chance of three-point play. That was not the textbook possession. There we had a lot of things that could have gone wrong. 7:40 to play. That means the under-8 media timeout. Trailblazer scoreboard entered by Lou Hughes, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. Blazers lead 76-45. Back in 1 minute.
Support for this station is provided by the Vincennes University Alumni Association, presenting the Alumni Community Series of performances and connecting generations of Trailblazers. Find us on Facebook. Stay connected, share your Trailblazer pride, and learn how your passion can create a lasting impact. Because once a Trailblazer, always a Trailblazer.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Ewing Printing Company, where they have served the Vincennes area for 107 years, offering graphic design and full-color printing services. Ewing prints and designs brochures, signs, and banners. The phone number for Ewing Printing is 812-882-2415.
7:40 to play in this one. Well on our way to our 9th win of the season. This will be Elijah Lovemore at the free throw line for a 3-point play. Gets the ball from Mr. Horton, and he'll see if he can score another point here. Free throw's in the air, and this one is good. It's his 3rd point of the night, 77-45. We're going to get our scoring average. Pretty sure of that. Here's a deflection into the hands of Kendrick Lloyd. Now back out high front to Curry. Curry to Freeman. Freeman will drive left. Now then there's a drive down the lane inside to, that wasn't Sharp, that was Lloyd. We get a foul under the basket, or is it out of bounds? It was out of bounds. And it'll stay in possession of Pellissippi State. Finally, the ball is tossed in deep near the 10-second line to Curry and Freeman. Freeman pushes it left to Brown. Here's Brown, long three. Got it. Josh Brown airs out the tray. Does he have one in the game tonight? That's his first one in the game? Yeah, first tray. That's his first tray of the year. 77-48. Right side, Ochugwu. He'll drive it left. Oh, boy, telegraphed that pass right into the hands of Kendrick Lloyd. He'll drive it up inside and scores. 77-50. They're doing pretty good defensively until the last few possessions here. Now then to Guess. Comes left to Jelani. Outside the arc. Feeds the ball in low to Ephraim. Michael back his way in. Turns, hooks, and in and out. No good. Boy, I tell you, he has such tough luck. Here's a loose ball. Recovered finally by the 10-second line by Ochugwu. Lovemore inside to Guess, but shut up. No, but a foul on Pellissippi. It's going to be whistled on Josh Brown. We got the big lead, and late in this game, it doesn't surprise me maybe if we're mentally headed for the holidays. Javon Guess at the free throw line, but that doesn't sit well with Coach Franklin, even in a blowout win. Free throw by Javon is in the air, and it's no good. You got a lot of open O's on your score sheet there, don't you? Malanina will check in and replace Ochugwu. And Ephraim also comes out of the lineup. Dayton Williams is back in the game. How many free throws have we missed in the ball game?
4 in the second half.
Jaden Dickens will check in. He played in the first half. He's averaged 8.5 a game. He's from Atlanta. Checks in before Guess will shoot that second free throw. With 6:21 to play in the game. Shots in the air, and it's no good.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. Alex Pollard also checked in for Pellissippi. I'll set him up. He got that missed free throw rebound. He has it at the point. Pushes the ball right side to Freeman. Freeman will slice across the lane, backs his way in, falls, leans, and gets fouled by Lovemore. Alex Pollard is a 6'5" redshirt sophomore from Spring Hill, Tennessee. He played at Columbia State 13 games a year ago, averaged 2.2 points a game. Takarian Freeman will step in for Pellissippi with 6:07 to play on the clock. 77-50. At one point, we were close to doubling the score. Free throw is good by Freeman. It was 58-31 at one point. We've had a 30-point lead in the game. One more free throw here by Takarian Freeman. Shots in the air, and this one's no good. Rebound by Jelani. He has not taken a shot here in the second half after those 6 trays in the first. Ball controlled by Vassar. Vassar now then to Dayton. Dayton works it down with a dribble. Feeds the ball across on the left side to Malanini. Left of the basket. He'll post up inside. Spins back against the defender, and the shot is blocked by Brown and off of Malinini and out of bounds. Omar Abdel-Sindia is going to check in and replace Malinini. Trying to think, Coach Franklin has not used Sharif Ackerley tonight, has not used Jay Thomas. Everybody, and has not used Flavio Jean. Here's a drive right by Freeman. Now then they push it back to the left, drive inside by Sharp, and he gets fouled. So I'm checking. It's Kendrick Lloyd. My quality of this game has gone downhill in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Stepping in is Kendrick Lloyd. He was averaging 2.5 points coming into the game. He had 5 points against Gaston State. Picks up the free throw here. Callaway checks in. Montez returns. Jelani will leave. And Javon Guest will go to the bench. And we'll see Lloyd at the line one more time. Free throw by Kendrick is in the air, and this one's also good. 77-53. Again, we're giving up 56.9 points a game, so they're going to get past our defensive average. Montez over on the right sideline. He'll break to the basket inside. Here's the dish, but a foul first is going to be called on Pellissippi. It's on Jaden Dickens. I can't get used to these uniforms having the numbers like they do, 7, 8, and 9. I mean, for years, you didn't use those digits, and now they're letting everybody, schools, high schools, everybody can use those unusual numbers. Free throw by Montez is good because the official usually, when it comes to the scores bench, indicates 2 fingers 20, 5, 25, or 52 or whatever. But now then, if you got number 7, and what they do is they hold out 5 fingers and 2, but they flatten their hands to indicate it's number 7. Here's the free throw good by Montez, 79-53. The Blazers cruising along here to their 9th win. Ball controlled by Lloyd. Lloyd will get fouled as he leaned to the right. No, he double dribbled the ball. So it'll be out of bounds to Vincennes. With 5:08 to go in the game. High school season tomorrow picks up in Vincennes. Vincennes Lincoln will travel to Mount Vernon. Then they're in the Lawrenceville Capital Classic. Lawrenceville Capital Classic on Friday and Saturday. They'll play Lawrenceville on Saturday night. Lawrenceville is one of the top teams in Illinois in their division. That'll be a huge crowd. This is Montez. Montez, jump shot, 15 is good. Rotated to the left. It makes it 81-53 Vincennes. Vincennes Lincoln plays Salem, Illinois at noon on Friday at Lawrenceville. This is Takarian Freeman. Outside the arc, he'll skip move to the basket, throws up the shot, no. Rebound taken down by Callaway. Jalen from the baseline, or from the 10-second line into Vassar to Dayton Williams. His shot is blocked by Dickens. Rebound comes back to Montez. Inside now to Abdel-Sindia. He tripped and fell, threw the ball to the basket. I think Coach Franklin wanted a foul there. Now on the pass down court, they throw it out of bounds, and we'll get it back. J.D. Harris will play. This is his first appearance in the game. 6'2" redshirt freshman from Knoxville Central. And they had another substitution. Jalen Evans, a 6'3" freshman from Memphis Central, is in the game. This is Williams. Dayton, now then to Jalen. Jalen will skip his way inside, double team, and travel. Right exactly at the 4-minute mark. We'll bring up the 4-minute media timeout. Trailblazers lead on the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Bluefuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. We lead 81-53, back in 1 minute.
Underwriting support for this Trailblazer broadcast is provided by El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located at 630 Kimmel Road in Vincennes and 427 West 11th Street in Bicknell. El Corral offers a menu that includes tacos, fajitas, and quesadillas. El Corral opens daily at 11 a.m. at both locations, with takeout available. The Vincennes phone number is 812-895-9422, and in Bicknell, 812-757-4224.
Support for this broadcast is provided by the Good Samaritan Hospital Foundation, which through the generosity of its donors provides financial assistance for patients, community health projects, technology, and scholarships. The GSH Foundation office is at 328 North 2nd Street, Suite 201. The phone number is 812-885-3192.
Lady Trailblazers absorbed a 71-60 loss tonight at Gallatin, Tennessee against Volunteer State. Getting their back in action on Tuesday against Lewis and Clark here at the PE Complex. 28-point Blazer lead, inside 4 to go in the game. Alex Pollard with it on the near side. He'll pop the ball out front to Evans. Evans will jump the long tray. It's going to be an air ball. Saved from going out of bounds by Dickens, recovered by Montez in transition. Now then to Callaway outside the arc. Callaway works the ball down low to Guest, comes back to Jalen. Jalen, one time down, feeds the ball to Dayton Williams. It's deflected. Dayton will bring it back across the timeline. Outside the arc with the left hand, will try to drive by Pollard and reach around by Pollard, commits foul. With 3:22 to play in the game. This game probably could have ended about 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of gone downhill. Normally, Todd would not have 3 or 4 starters in the ball game at this point, but the second level guys have not been up to par. Here's a free throw good by Williams. He has only scored 7 or 8 points in the game tonight. Jay Thomas is going to get an opportunity. I assume he's going to replace Vassar. Williams. 3:22 to go. Stretches the lead back to 29. Shots in the air. This one's good. And now no Dayton will come out. I doubt if he's going to get to double figures tonight. That's his 9th point. Flavio Jean will check in. This is his first effort of the night. A 6'1 freshman from Manhattan. And now then Sharif Ackerley will check in. He's also from Brooklyn Collegiate in Manhattan. So we got 2 guys on the team from New York. 3:20 to play in the game. Out front, this is J.D. Harris. He's run to point. Now there's a drive by Pollard to put up a short jump shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Javon. Yes, to Flavio. Here he goes on the drive down court. Crosses the timeline, a runner down the lane, puts it up, banks it in. The 3-minute mark, we lead by 32. Harris with it, between the circles. Left side to Pollard, long 3. Easy rebound in the open off the left side by Guess. And now then Flavio will bring it back as the defender Harris backing up. Working the dribble between his legs in the center circle. He'll drive the ball to the line. Flavio to the baseline, lofts the shot up, no. Rebound by Sharif, up off the glass, no. Rebound is deflected. Let's see who touched it last here. They did. It was Jaden Dickens touching the ball last. With 2.5 to go. Across the way, Jay Thomas will inbound the ball. Defended by Evans, comes in to Flavio. Jean with the dribble with the right hand. Challenges inside the arc. Now then to Jay. Thomas feeds the ball low inside to Guess. Guess goes up and scores. 87-53. 2:13 to go. Well, they may not get past our defensive average. Here's Jalen Evans with it. In between the circles. Defended by Jay Thomas. He'll run Jay to the left. Now lost handle of the ball. It's going to be a loose ball. And now reach the foul called on Thomas. This will be the first foul on Jay Thomas. Jelani's going to check in and replace Callaway. With 1:59 to go in the game. Alex Pollard will stand in. 3 for 4 from the free throw line on the season. Free throw by Alex Pollard is good. Now then Jelani checks in for Jalen. Leads with 10 points. One more free throw here by Alex Pollard. Shots in the air, and this one is good. 87-55. Flavio will battle down court one-on-one against J.D. Harris. Approaches the timeline, crosses over, left to the right-handed dribble. In the big circle. Works the ball to the right. Spins back toward the lane. Crosses the lane. Bounces it back out to Jay Thomas. Thomas looking inside. Pushes the ball back to Flavio. Drive inside, puts shot up and scores. Got underneath the defender. Had to juke to the right to get an open look at the basket. Makes it a 34-point Blazer lead. 90 seconds to play. This is Pollard. Pollard inside. Nice give and go. The basket is good by Jaden Dickens and a foul on Sharif Ackerley. This will send Dickens to the free throw line. Averaging 8.5 points a game. He scored 8 against Calhoun on Saturday night. He's been in double figures twice this season at 19 against Columbia State. Free throws in the air and it's good. For a three-point play by Jaden Dickens. 89-58, 1:24 to go. Here's Flavio in between the circles. Outside the arc. Loops the ball to Jay Thomas. Thomas goes to the right side. Flavio, now then to Sharif. He can't handle off the short bounce. Turnover. Here's a lead pass down quickly. Comes to Pollard. They lost the break. Now deep in the corner. This is Dickens. Dickens, one-on-one against Ackerman. Wants to develop. They open it up. Here is a three ball. Shot no good by Dickens. Ball bounced around and controlled by Guest. Javon brings it on the break. Crosses the timeline. Crosses over outside the point. Flavio with it, 41 seconds to go. Blazers lead 90-58. Flavio, and from behind, the ball is deflected out of bounds by Alex Pollard. With 34.6 seconds to go, 11 seconds on the shot clock on this possession. Ball comes in. This is Flavio, and he gets called for traveling. How many total turnovers is that in the game, Dan? You got a total?
11. 11 for VU.
11?
Yep.
Okay. Still decent. But
Not bad.
But no coach likes the turnover.
Oh, no.
Here's a break to the basket by Pollard. Now here's a give inside for the slam by Jaden Dickens. It's 90-60. Comes into Javon Guest and feeds the ball off to Jay Thomas. I don't think we'll take a shot here. Jelani back out front. Going to wind it down. Everybody stands up straight, takes a deep breath. Flavio's going to dribble it out, and that's going to be the ball game. The Blazers are going to sweep to their 9th win of the season. They had 90 points on the board a moment ago. Now it goes back to 89. So they've got 89-60 is on the scoreboard as the final score. Interesting. Blazers win tonight, their 9th game of the season, undefeated going into the month of December, ranked number 1 in the country. Trailblazers scoreboard entered by Lou Hughes, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Final score, Vincennes 89. Pellissippi State 60, back in 2 minutes.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Memring Motorplex, Hart Street, and Highway 41 in Vincennes. Memring sells new Chevrolet and Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. Memring also services all makes and models. Memring's inventory of new and used vehicles is available online at memringmotorplex.com or at the dealership. Memring Motorplex is open Monday through Saturday at 1949 Hart Street in Vincennes.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Vincennes Water Utilities at 403 Busserin Street. Vincennes Water Utilities offers various payment options, including paperless billing and 24-hour online access. Office hours are 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 812-882-7877.
Support for WVUB is provided by Byron Bopes Pizza House, 812 Main in Vincennes. Open 7 days a week and featuring pizza, sandwiches, wings, and a fresh salad bar. Online ordering is available at bopespizza.net.
Support for this broadcast provided by Cantwell Shortstop, 625 Kimmel Road, and Cantwell Service Center, Washington Avenue and St. Clair. Selling Marathon and Sunoco gas and oil products. Both locations are open 24/7 and serve hot lunch items, 11 until 2 daily. Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center, serving Vincennes since 1968.
Support for Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is provided by Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home, 524 Broadway. Serving Knox and Daviess counties is a funeral service and cremation provider. Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home offers services that will help tell the story of a life, with service options that honor each family's traditions and wishes.
Welcome back. Blazer fans go home happy again for the 9th time this season. After our 89-60 win over Pellissippi State, they gave us a good effort, I think, for a second-year program coming into Vincennes and playing the number 1 ranked team in the country, and that's exactly what we will be next week when the rankings come. It'll be the 3rd week in a row for us to be the number 1 team in the country, with 2 games looming on the horizon. Next Wednesday night against Henry Ford, and then on Saturday against Elgin. Lady Blazers, who lost tonight at Volunteer State, will be in action on Tuesday night, playing against Lewis and Clark, and then following on Wednesday against Three Rivers, a very good Lady Raiders basketball team. That should be an outstanding matchup for the VU women. That'll be a 5 o'clock game, with the men's game at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Blazers led at halftime 44-28. Quickly got off to nearly a double the score lead in the second half. And he kind of fell into a bit of a funk, but closed out strong with a 29-point win over Pellissippi State. Dan's still working on the stats. We'll be back, and hopefully I'll have those in 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes on WVUB.
Underwriting support for this broadcast is provided by Holmes Plumbing Supply, 1690 Hart Street in Vincennes. They do complete bathroom remodeling projects and feature Linux systems and Bradford White water heaters. They also do sewer line installation. Their phone number is 812-882-1865. Funding for this broadcast is provided by Wolf Construction Company, 2724 Washington Avenue. They offer new residential and commercial construction plus renovation services. Wolf's current projects include work at the Red Skelton Museum and Godare Hall on the VU campus, Good Samaritan Hospital, and Lincoln High School. The phone number for Wolf Construction Company is 812-882-2260.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Culver's Restaurant, 7 Executive Boulevard in Vincennes. Culver's menu features fresh frozen custard, milkshakes, butter burgers, and french fries. Culver's is open 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. daily.
Use this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back. Coach Franklin striding toward the press box here. We'll have his comments on the Trailblazer postgame show, underwritten by the Good Samaritan Hospital, the official provider of athletic training services for Vincennes University. Back after this from GSH.
Support for WVUB is provided by Good Samaritan. Cooler weather shouldn't mean harder breathing. Good Samaritan's respiratory and pulmonary specialists help you breathe easier, feel stronger, and enjoy the season. More information at gshvin.org/breathe.
Coach, congratulations on our 9th win to start the season. We'll close out November undefeated. Going into the month of December, the number 1 ranked team in the country. That's got to feel pretty good. It'll make the turkey dinner taste pretty good on Thursday afternoon.
Well, like I said, it's better than losing, that's for sure. But we've got work to do. I thought there were good moments tonight, but I thought there were moments when we would wane. We're going to have to, like everybody has to. We've got to learn to sustain, throughout the entire time. That's just going to be the battle. That's the guy that's going to win a national championship is going to be able to come close to having 40 minutes of their best stuff put out there, and that's the challenge we have right now.
Let's kind of take it apart here. We had 5 guys in double figures, and I guess I'm going to talk about Jelani first. He was unconscious in the first half. He hit 6 trays. I conjectured at the time he had an outside shot at the school record, which is 9, but you didn't put him in until midway through the second half. I don't think he took a shot when he was in there in the second half. You were working on other things.
Well, the ball found him in the first half. They were trapping, and we sent him in because we weren't getting the guys playing that position, weren't hitting the open shot. We had opportunities, and I told you before the game I thought he was coming on. I don't know if he's going to go 6 or 6 from 3, but I thought he was coming on. And, the ball found him in the first half. They were trapping, scrambling, and he delivered. They were all good shots. They were all shots we wanted him taking. And, Lonnie's good enough that, he should hit 3 out of 6 of those most every time if he takes them, because he's a good shooter and those are good shots. If he has 3 or 6 of those regularly, then he's going to be a big asset to us.
You talk about Vassar finding his game. He wound up tonight with 15 points. Analyze his play.
Better. We got to get him where he breaks down a little bit consistently and draws and finds just enough. It doesn't have to be. It's got to end up being an assist. It's getting the engine started, and we're going to work on that. But he did a good job. He was solid tonight. It hit shots better. His shot looked better tonight and came back. And he's a good shooter. So overtime will be. But anytime you have, looking at the stat sheet, it says 8 assists, 1 turnover. It's a good night for you.
In the first half, we did not close out a lot of shots in and around the basket. I thought you were kind of frustrated with that at that point. We had the lead in the game, but still, you got to convert those shots inside.
I was extremely frustrated with that. I am extremely frustrated with that. We spend more time than any team in the country in practice time of working on our game around the basket, and we got to take more responsibility in that. We get back here Friday, there's going to be some pads going to be putting on. Because these guys, other teams around the country don't throw the ball inside the way we do. So they get a great opportunity they wouldn't get somewhere else, and we spend a tremendous amount of practice time on that. So you got to take that serious, get that chin up, protect that ball, go up strong, and finish those plays. And again, we'll be emphasizing that very strongly in the 5 days of practice that we'll have between now and when we see Henry Ford.
Now, then in the second half, we had a 58-31 lead, close to doubling the score. And then we kind of maybe lost sight of what we were doing out there. You had some reserves in the game at that point. And from about the 11-minute mark down to about 6 minutes there, I thought the game kind of got drug out a little bit.
Well, people tell me who they are. And I'm sitting here looking at some names on the bench right here, and I got a 1 for 4, 1 for 1, 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3. So there's 2 for, 8, 11? 2 for 11 during that group. It's hard to pull away from somebody. And I thought we made some defensive mistakes. So, again, you get to play. That's your time. That's your time to tell me. Because we're going to try to win a national title. And so if you want playing time for us when it really matters, you're going to have to be really good. This is not gift time. This isn't, okay, well, we'll see if we can get the next amount of time for so-and-so. Those days are getting well behind us now. We're 9 games in. We're going to be playing for it all, and every one of our games is very important. So, when you get on the floor for us, you have to bring real quality or you're not going to be out there. And that's the thing about playing a place like ours. So, some of that I was a little disappointed in. And then, like I said, there were some good things. We as a lot of these games are, and, it's going to be hard for us to be as consistent as we want to be as long as we sub, unless the guys coming off the bench are playing every bit as good and every bit as intense as the guys who come out. We subbed in Jelani in the first half. It made us better. That should be what we're striving for the guys coming off the bench. But it's hard for me to jump too many names other than Jelani that made us better when they came in.
So you get Wednesday, Thursday off. You come back on Friday, and then next week we got a couple of games, interesting games. Henry Ford's ranked number 5 in Division II, and don't make any mistake. I mean, we had a really tough game against Macomb earlier, and Henry Ford is a pretty good basketball team. And then Elgin was ranked earlier. They had honorable mention, I think, this week in the Division II poll. So we got a couple of tough home games ahead next week, I think.
Henry Ford will be really tough. Henry Ford's good. I don't care what level you're talking, because, as we've talked about before, the days of a bunch of high major guys running around isn't the case anymore with the rule changes. So your talent pool is very close, and if you got a place like Henry Ford where they have a major metropolis sitting there and they can get players, their talent is there. They're used to winning. It'd be a huge game for them. They're a team that would do very well in our league. So this is, high end of our league kind of play that we'll be playing next Wednesday, and they play a very intense, up and down attacking style. They'll play with a certain, let's say, bravado that will come out, and our guys will have to be ready for that. And so hopefully with these days of practice will be good for us.
Coach, enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow because we're going to do a Blazer Bulletin program for Saturday. But a nice way to start the season. I'm glad to be back. I'm not sure about next Wednesday. We'll see how this works out. But glad to be back, and glad we won another game.
Well, I'm glad to have you back. We tried to hold down the fort while you were gone. We did manage to keep winning. I do want to mention before I go off there, though, I thought that I got a good night from Alex tonight.
Okay.
I put him in the lineup, and I thought Alex played well. He gave us a certain thing. He makes plays. Again, as he gets more and more solid and still makes those plays, he could really be a good player for us. But I thought he was key tonight in us being able to get some distance in this game.
Okay, well said. Congratulations.
Thanks, Dave.
Comments of Coach Todd Franklin. Dan is going to recap the scoring here. Let me get him cinched up with the headphones again. We have to pass these off. And so if you're ready, go for it.
I think I am, Dave. Thank you very much. And the visiting Pellissippi State Panthers, they were led in scoring with 10 points by Takarian Freeman. 9 points following him with JoJo Lyles had 9 on the night. And then 7 points from Cesaria Curry. 5 each from Jaden Dickens as well as Radik Muntu. And also 5 points from Josh Brown. And let's see, we had 9 points also from Kendrick Lloyd. 3 points each from Jadavian Young and Dante White. 2 chipped in by Jalen Evans, and then 2 also from Alex Pollard. And now for our victorious Vincennes University Trailblazers. I did it again. Vincennes University Trailblazers. I'm thinking about next Wednesday's game. Final here, 89-60, VU on top. And they were led in scoring with 18 points.
I got to, you know what?
What?
They on the box score here, he's got 90. So hand me the scorebook over there, the green scorebook. Go ahead with what you're doing.
Okay, I came out to 89, but we'll see who's closest here. 18 points from Jelani Johnson, also, and all of those on 3-point baskets. 15 points added from Montez, who played a great game as well. Also, Dre Vassar entered the ball game with 15 points. 10 points from Jalen Callaway. 9 by Dayton Williams. A very well-balanced scoring attack. And then following him with 4 points was Flavio Jean. Came into the ballgame late in the contest. And 8 points from Malinini.